Morning, good morning. How was everybody's weekend? My weekend was worky. But that's okay. That's okay. Give me a moment, everybody, while I get a few things going here on my end. But we're going to have some Burial Grid play. While I get ready to draw some Sam Seder. Oh, you know what? If I had tried opening this. That's loud. All right. Oh, hello, C. Kim. I'd say good morning. I got to sleep. Haha. Okay, where am I? Well, just as long as you're not like that punch drunk phase of things. That's never any fun. Close these tabs here. That tab stays open. Okay. Just getting my chat window set up. I do get flashes from across the top of the screen, which is what I'm seeing right now. But sometimes people say long things, and I like to read them. Oh, new comic kayfabe. Okay. We'll have to watch that later. Maybe after I watch the Majority Report. Alright. Gotta click here. Go to my channel. This open. Alright, break out the chat. Move the chat window where I want it to be. Alright. I'm ready to go. Whew. I kind of wish I had like a thing showing me who was online. That'd be kind of cool. So let's see here. I am working on the last of my covers for my submission. Doing 3 cover ideas. 2 of them are done. The first one was pure design. Second one was pure comic book, and this is going to be like a weird hybrid. So I have the pencils for part of it done. Working on the pencils for the next part. Then I got to ink them both in. Then I got to bring it all into Illustrator. Part of the reason why I do this. Get my speed of my inking up. Also, you know, learning how to talk and draw, but not be talking with my hands. I have Stanley's voice in my head now, yelling at me to be drawing, not talking with your hands, like he did to Will Spataccio. So there's that. Although the last music review I filmed, I remember I was so self-conscious about my hands for some reason. Which I never posted. I recorded it this summer, and it was all about like 5 summer tunes you should put in your playlist. And then I misplaced the thumb drive it was on, so I never got it posted. So now you guys will never know what to listen to this summer. But the last one I filmed, I was kind of hungover. So I don't even know if it's any good. Might be absolutely terrible. I think some of my speed with the inking is also just confidence. The more I do this, the more confident I get, which is also part of the reason why I do this. You know, I started kind of doing these whatever, and October just was a really great exercise. Ah, I suspected as much. Oh, were the holidays good to me? They were fine. The kids are happy. That was really the important thing. There wasn't anything that I really wanted. I mean, there's always stuff that I need, but big thing was that my kids had a good Christmas. My youngest got her ukulele that she's been jonesing for. Which I have no clue if she's been practicing or not. She needs to learn how to play those chords so she can start learning how to really play it. I looked it up online and taught her how to do the C chord. Which I picked a chord at random. And it was the easiest chord because it's only one finger. My oldest got a DS, 3DS, no, 2DS, I don't know, some kind of DS. She gets really mad when I call it a Game Boy. Like, typical teenage stuff. Dad, it's not a Game Boy. Stop talking to Peter David. Oh, Kevin Spacey's in court? I haven't checked the news. Why, it's part of my morning routine. Excuse me. Excuse me. All right. Yeah, I tend not to check the news until I'm broadcasting, so I know what's going on. But, like, that's part of my morning wake-up routine is check the news. Let's see here. Oh, there's Kevin Spacey. Boston Marathon. Yeah, I've been hearing stuff like that. The good news is, in the late 90s, he got mugged. There's a park in New York City which is a popular hangout for gay men trying to pick up people. And Kevin Spacey was supposedly walking his dog there one night and got mugged. And that's pretty much how most people found out he was gay. Apparently he got beat up real bad. I'm going to assume that was just some karma. Did you watch this creepy video about, I know. It is terrible because he's phenomenal. I mean, I love The Usual Suspects, but I can't watch that now. I mean, I own it on DVD. I don't have a DVD player. Well, I do. I just don't have a TV. But I don't have a DVD player on my computer, so... And of course, 7. Of course, now I don't feel guilty about pirating the first 3 seasons of that TV show he was on. Kind of got bored of it. But that was the first place I noticed Mashallah Ali. I think I just butchered his name. I wonder when he's going to get a Marvel movie. Let's see here. I'm going to take a peek to see why Julian Assange is trending. Wait, is that Julian Assange? Huh. Oh, WikiLeaks apparently just dropped a bunch of Russian documents. Which actually kind of supports the theory that I've always gone for, is that Julian Assange is a useful idiot, and he wants all information to be free. So if he had, stuff on Republicans, he would have posted it. Doesn't mean he didn't have an opinion at the 2016 election. And it still doesn't mean that he didn't, do things to help Donald Trump, but I don't think he was actively working with Russia. I think he is a genuine anarchist. Well, I've not heard any of the rumors about Bryan Singer. When I knew about Burt Ratner, Julian Assange is not in Russia. At least I don't think he is. Last I heard, he was at an Ecuadorian, embassy in England. But I have no clue if he's left or not, because we're hearing something about him having to leave. But then that happens every once in a while as you hear about that. No, it's, what's his name? Edward Snowden's the one that's in Russia. I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I don't keep up with Julian Assange. I think he's kind of an interesting character. But, like, oh, thank you, the Colonel. I think it looks like Sam Seder. Because he's going to pop right off the page and go, not according to the actuarial reports. I was threatening to imitate Sam. Well, Michael Brooks imitating Sam. So there you go. I have not seen the Benedict Cumberbatch movie. I did really like the interview he did with the show was The Intercepted. Jeremy Scahill is the who interviewed him. I thought it was a really good interview. Yeah. I do say, I think this is about done. Although I don't really feel warmed up or just yet. Let's ditch the pencils. That's what I love about digital. It's like, I don't need no pencils. I do not miss erasing pages. When I used to erase pages, I'd always fantasize about being at a place, being able to hire an assistant to erase my pages. I also fantasized about, you know, being Kevin Nolan's assistant and erasing his pages, or Al Williamson's. Oh, thank you. I I'm always envious of the people who do the real clean line art work. I mean, Kevin Nolan and Williamson are my two favorite, well, more contemporary artists. I really like the golden age of illustration there, that the turn of the century. People coming out of the Brandywine School. One of these days, I'm going to actually try to attempt to do something in that vein. Make it look like an etching. Thank you. Ears are one of the things that I've spent time focusing on. I actually seriously have spent way too much thought process on developing ears. Oh, you know what? Speaking of which, I kind of wish I've invested some of that time into hands, but I think I'm getting better. Doing the inking of Kevin Nolan with those great hands really did help me there, but this being a warm up, I'm not focusing on hands. I'm just focusing on getting my brain going. Maybe I'll do a hand later this week, because I gotta do another Iggy Pop portrait. I gotta keep trolling my kids. I don't think they care. Not Iggy Pop. What am I saying? Iggy Pop. I'm so not awake. I'd say Billy Idol. Yeah, Bruce Timm is just like an economy of lines. It's amazing how little lines he puts into stuff and how much nuance he gets out of it. It's like him and Jeff Smith. Although Jeff Smith's a lot more strategic in his use of lines, in a way that Bruce Timm doesn't have to be, because he kind of creates those lush backgrounds, which Bruce Timm, I think, just tends to kind of paint. But yeah, Bruce Timm is one of those artists I really need to, sit back down now and commune with visually, I know you've been doing that a bit, C. Kim. How was his backgrounds in Mad Love? I never read Mad Love. I don't even remember why. No, I go through kicks about looking at artists myself, so being obsessed with Bruce Timm is not a bad thing at all. Did you see the book about Batman the Animated Series that came out in the late 90s? Um, uh, oh, what's his name? Chip Kidd did the design for it. It is just friggin' beautiful. I wonder, should I? Oh, that don't look bad. That just kind of popped him right out. Look at that. The black background. That's interesting. Well, definitely check out that Batman Animated Series book. It was this thick book that had like all the production stuff, behind the scenes artwork, including the image that Bruce Timm did. That was hilarious. It was all about like all the stuff they can't show on the show. So like, I think Joker shooting heroin in it, and there's blood going everywhere, and it is hilarious. Um, but check out it's like the whole like oral history of Batman the Animated Series. Um, Plot breakdowns, behind the scene drawings. I had that book at one point, and I don't know what happened to it. Remember, I got it because oh, one of the guys at Mirage Studios told me to. Looks a little better. All right. I dare say this looks done. Alrighty then. Well, thank you, sir, for the compliments. Yeah, the black really did pop it out. I wasn't planning on doing that, and I'm just like looking at it, going, I don't know. I think it needs something, and just boom, you do enough legwork. Although a lot of my stuff, the shadows tend to blend into the background, and I'm okay with that. But I'm so jealous of like that artist you tweeted to me, whose name is escaping me because I don't have one of those mnemonic tricks for remembering his name. Oh, Mahmoud Asar, Asrar, Mahmoud Asrar. Um, Anyways, his like the fact that he could put in so much shadow but still have everything individually defined is something I've not really learned how to do because I spend a lot of my time with things blending into the backgrounds. I think I kind of started that with my obsession with Frank Miller. I could see you liking Michael Avon-Oeming. I'll be honest with you, I don't think I've ever actually read a book that he's drawn, which is a bit of a shame because I do like what I've seen, but yeah, I do like his stuff. I mean, I'm familiar with it. Trying to remember that book he did. The one with Robert Kurtman. Because, like, I hate coming in the middle of these things. I always like starting from the beginning. And so I kind of missed that whole series. Oh, Powers. That's it, Powers. I remembered it before you typed it. So you're already typing Powers at some point. And I've already said it, but I only see the last thing that you said is I love Michael Avon-Oeming. So, neener. Anyways, this is the problem with me just talking to myself. I sound like a crazy person. Alright. I should probably get going here. Yeah, I got a lot of work to get done. I got to get another police officer's uniform. Cave Carson. Not familiar with Cave Carson. Yeah, no, I got to get the pencils done on the next part. And then I got to ink both of those in, which this big cover stuff, I'm going in, super detail. I'm not doing quick sketchy stuff like this. And it's another super detailed. Oh, there you are. There you said Powers. You haven't got to my Powers rant, have you? Anyways, yeah, I did finish the pencils on the little girl. I have to draw these each separately because what I'm going to do is I'm going to make them separate colors in Illustrator and do it a very designy way. It's you know what? I'm not even sure who. It's going to be a bit of like a 70s movie poster, but with like a little bit different aesthetic to it. It's going to be a really odd combination of stuff that I'm trying to put together, but hopefully it's gonna come together and be real cool looking. I got some solid ideas of how to put that together, but yeah, I got the map, a really weird map of Texas that I'm going to overlay, and it's going to be crazy. But there's a lot of drawing at this point of the whole thing, and then I got to get it all into Illustrator. So I should do that and tune into the Majority Report and see if they actually say anything about me drawing Sam Seder here. And bug them a bit. But anyways, thank you for coming by. Thank you for those watching later. I hope you enjoyed me, watching me talk to C. Kim here. But it's always nice whenever I have somebody actually in the chat room to talk with while I do this. But yeah, thank you again. I appreciate all my viewers, even though I don't have a catchy nickname for you. How about, I don't know, my Webdeesians. Okay, I could pull that back out. Can't remember where I stole that from. I know I stole it from somewhere. I used that for a while. But anyways, it has been an absolute pleasure to do this, and I'm hoping this week we can keep going. Yeah, it'd be fun. Anyways, tomorrow I think we're going to do Gabriel Horn. He's a Hollywood actor and a longtime friend of mine. I've known him since I was in middle school or junior high, and he was always like a year behind me. So, yeah, because I'm a year older than him. But yeah, that'll be tomorrow, and I'll be talking a bit about the movie he just finished or is finishing. He's like, yeah, it's going to be wild, but he's going to be promoting that real hardcore, so I'm going to kind of kick it off for him. I greatly appreciate that. All right, everybody. See you later. Insert catchphrase here, y'all.